A nonprofit to combat youth violence in the city of Lansing is preparing to open its doors right in the middle of a pandemic. The Village Lansing was founded by two Lansing natives. News 10's Christiana Ford tells us what they're trying to accomplish.
It all started after the shooting in Ferris Park in Lansing last year, when a group of community members fed up with the violence decided to get together and do something about it. When you live your life by an old African proverb,
it takes a village to raise a kid.
It's only fitting that one day you come to create a village of your own.
Back in July of 2019, after the shooting in Ferris Park, that was like the last straw. It was just like, this something, we have to do something.
Erica and Michael Lynn and a host of community partners turned their anger and frustration about the violence in Lansing into action.
This area over here is going to be our media center. We have a whiteboard up here where we can teach anything, just a de-stress kind of area where they can have an outlet to just come over here and think.
A complete community resource center focusing on education, life skills, and art to keep young people focused on success and away from violence.
These kids aren't out here just being bad kids. They aren't just bad kids. You figure out what it is that is going on that is making them make the choices that they're making, and you start there.
A project largely community funded and started in the middle of a pandemic.
We were getting ready to have a meeting with Gardner Middle School, so we were excited, and then the pandemic started happening. I think within 2 weeks of all of this, everything shut down.
They decided to continue moving ahead, creating a nonprofit through the struggles, not willing to give up on the city where they were born and raised.
Lansing is not too far gone.
It's their start, a couple doing their part in forming a small village to be a symbol of hope for communities struggling to get a grasp on violence.
We don't want any kid or anybody, for that matter, to succumb to violence or gun violence at all. So we got to do something. Like, we have to put something in place.
Reporting in Lansing, Christiana Ford, News 10.
And Lansing police say they've seen a spike in the number of shootings in the capital city this summer. The Village Lansing is in need of computers to finish their building. The Lynns hope to open their doors to the public in October. Only 10 people will be allowed in that space at a time under current COVID-19 guidelines.